guitar, and I had this like Wolfgang style. My first guitar ever was like this Wolfgang blue guitar. It was like a sub edition, like really cheap,
Yep.
but it had a tremolo system on it, and
Locking or standard?
I think it was standard.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. But I heard like Eruption, and I heard all these like and I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And then I learned how to do that, and then I was like, okay, what's next? And then I just kept like, I liked the challenge of like learning complicated things, and then
and then the right guy to start on.
Yeah. Well, but then also like I've grown up listening to ZZ Top.
Yeah.
And especially my dad had this old Ford Explorer from 2005, and he would put
Ford.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah. A Ford Explorer?
Yeah.
Gibson?
Wait, no, like a car. Like a
car! I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
I wasn't trying to correct you. I was trying to understand.
No, you're good. Yeah, no, I mean, Explorers are badass guitars.
Yeah.
But he had this 2005 Ford Explorer, and he would put on an 8-track tape of ZZ Top, and he would always turn down the volume on the bad words and turn them back up and stuff like that. But like that kind of music, Kingfish, a lot of blues players too, Stevie Ray Vaughan. So I like to mix in a lot of that into my playing because I feel like it spices it up, and people aren't used to hearing that kind of stuff, especially when they're all in one song. And I like the challenge of playing guitar, and I like playing it. I like playing with these guys, and so I think that's why I play. And it's also music. I think is like therapy too. Like
definitely.
I always
100%. Absolutely.
I always when I don't want to do anything, I just play guitar, and it just gets me through whatever crappy situation I'm in. And
listening to music inherently is therapeutic, but whenever you are the one making the music, like that's just a whole other thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree. So with you guys, how long did you say that you guys have been together? You've been
about 6 months.
So as us four, it's been about 6 months.
I guess as of today, 7 months. Yeah.
So let's say as of today, it's been 7 months as us four.
No way.
And then we had a couple months before that. Let's say it was just me and our other guitar player, and then we got Bryce, and then we had another bass player before we had Dom, and then so it was a bunch of interchanging and getting to our final four. But
the first time you guys heard them, I wasn't even in the band. Like I didn't come until quite later.
That Palaver Tree show, we had our first guitar.
Wow, that's crazy. And I can't get over your sound. Like it's so unique and almost authentic to the style that you guys have. When I'm telling you, when you guys got off that stage, everybody had something great to say. Like I don't think nobody was like, whatever that band.
Were you guys playing on the outside or the inside?
We were outside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's. I was thinking. I feel like I was at that show.
You were.
You mentioned Mesa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys were outside.
So we played one that was inside. Actually, the most recent festival that Mr. John had. Yeah. Daryl Hance of Mofro was in the festival.
Yeah.
And we played. I played a little bit of solo stuff while he was setting up and all that, and then it was crazy because I remember looking at the flyer that Mr. John had made and looking at my name, Daryl Hance, my name, Daryl Hance, and I was like, but it was a great time. So we love the Palaver Tree. We're actually putting on our own festival. The first one we had, the Deadmen Walking Music Fest, was at Chill Spot, and it was great. It was awesome.
It was like
I remember seeing videos on Facebook.
It was like 500 people showed
It was
up.
awesome.
It was pretty crazy. For me, I did not think I was going to be playing music and making money and stuff like that. I met these guys, and I was like, oh, okay.
This could be a thing.
Yeah, it could be a thing.
We'll have another one coming up, but it'll be at Palaver.
Oh yeah. So, Do you guys get nervous before you get on stage?
You beat me to it.
Yeah, because the 500 people comment made me go.
Yeah,
oh, I
It's
don't.
almost like there's a around the edges of the stage. There's kind of a barrier. I mean, at least for me.
Yeah.
To where once I go through, it's just. I know that if I'm nervous, I'm gonna mess up.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to not be nervous.
Right.
To not mess up.
You're gonna mess up.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many times have you forgotten a lyric?
Oh my god!
Oh, don't even get
I'll
started.
turn, and they'll be snickering at me and laughing. And
There's been times. There was one most recently. We were at a show, and he turned to me and he was like, "What's the lyric?" I'm like, "I don't know," and so.
I forgot. It's always I forget the first lyrics. I'm like,
But his instinct is to go to me because I'm the one standing right next to him usually.
well,
there was one time I was in a band once, and he practiced at least a couple times a week, right? I remember I was playing at Big Daddy's.
Oh God, Big Daddy's.
We had a song coming up, and I could not for the life of me remember the fucking intro. Just it was a Stonewall intro. I had to go over to my bass player. Hey man, what's the intro again? yeah. Oh, okay. I'm good. Yeah, that shit happened.
yeah.
We have Dylan from This Dang Breeze. So what's up, fellas?
Dylan.
Hey, Dylan.
Dylan.
How's it going? So if you are just joining in, we have CJ and the Deadmen, and I love these guys. So my next question is, if you could open for any band, if you could have any band come up to you and be like,
Dead or Alive.
Are we doing Dead or Alive?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay, let's do Dead or Alive. And said, I want y'all to open for my show. Who would it be?
Excluding Greta Van Fleet.
I was gonna say I have two, but if you take that out, probably Skinner for me.
Skinner would be one. Well, you already know what I'm gonna say.
Let's hear it.
Either Van Halen or ZZ Top would be my two favorites. I think if we can open for them, that would be great.
Well,
I'm not too sure. Let's see. I'm more of like a old school, funk
I see
type
that.
of guy.
That's
Wind and Fire, baby.
Yeah, we'll go with them.
Black Pumas.
I say
Oh,
mine.
true.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
the Black
Black
Pumas.
Pumas.
The Black
Yeah.
Pumas are awesome.
Yeah.
Say I think either Skinner or the Stones.
Nice.
We saw the Stones at Jazz Fest, but this past May, in New Orleans. We went and saw Steel Pulse, the Stones, Foo Fighters, Kingfish.
I saw Kingfish. That was crazy.
Yeah, what was crazy was I had walked up to him that time at the Blues Jam and asked him to be in the band, and then the next time we saw each other, I asked him if he was
jam
going.
again.
Yeah, and I asked him if he was going to Jazz Fest because we were going to go with my family.
At this time, I'm still in school.
Yeah,
I had
so,
not graduated
we
yet.
barely knew each other. He's like, "Yeah, I'm going. We're going for a school trip," and so
And he's like, "Oh,
yeah,
you're not coming with
But
me."
It was cool that we had just met each other, and
Yeah.
then, 2 weeks later, we were in New Orleans together.
We were
That's
texting each
awesome.
other, being like, "Where are you at? Where are you at? Well, we
Yeah.
gotta meet up."
So it was awesome.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
I got to ask Fish a question.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, I asked him. Well, I knew he blew up when he was around 19,
Mhm.
and I was like, "So, if you have any advice for any musicians that are around that age, I'm 19, and or have just turned, and what would be your advice?" And he just said, "Just network with people, and just don't be afraid to ask for anything, and just keep going." And I was like, I already knew that, but hearing it from him was pretty
Yeah.
cool because I was like, this is someone who's literally 2 years older than me.
Right. And it's also, considering that that's somebody that you would consider like, hey, like I look up to you musically.
Yeah, for sure. For
that you hearing that from them, like you already know it, but hearing it from them takes it to a whole other level.
For sure. Yeah, it definitely made me more confident and to do more stuff and take this band more seriously. Like I was already taking it seriously, but then I was like, okay, well, actually, wait, we can actually do stuff now. And then we went on to record and all kinds of stuff. So
So,
That is so hard finding people that want to take it seriously.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is something that this is just a hobby. You know,
Yeah,
it's
we're
not-
really
not-
able to take it seriously.
Yeah.
Like kind of balance your when we play 1 to 2 shows every single weekend, and then we practice 1 to 2 times every week, and it's just I mean that's 4 days out of your 7 that you're having to spend on the band. So I mean it's completely understandable. If
I mean, it's a
somebody
commitment
can't-
for sure.
It's like a second job.
Absolutely.
Almost.
Absolutely. So, are you guys going to be playing only originals, or are you going to throw in some covers?
I mean, we love to do covers, and we also love to do originals. We say we probably we like to mix it up. So we'll do, like I say, for example, if we do 10 songs, we'll do like 5 to 6 originals, and then either 5, 4,
That's
whatever. Like kind of just right now.
Yeah.
What's your favorite cover to do as a band?
Yeah.
Ooh,
The mashup.
Oh,
Mashup is one, but I
the
think.
mashup of, I don't know what the mashup is. It's
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's
We do this mashup
It's medley.
of
Can't you see
Can't-
and
yes.
Sweet Home Alabama?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But my favorite is either When I Call Your Name by Vince Gill or
Say
Uh,
what?
The
yeah,
Thrill
I
Is
love
Gone
that
is
song.
mine.
Well, I'd say Jam.
or House of the Rising Sun.
Bob Marley. Jam.
Oh, Jam is a good
Oh.
one.
The Thrill Is Gone. BB King is probably the one.
So you're gonna get 6 or 7 different.
Yeah, no, we
So-
all we all come from very different.
I just have to say that again. You guys being as young as you are, you have this like your music taste is something from like our
It's only our
My
generation.
dad's-
It can help even
My dad's
before
is-
our
Yeah,
generation.
exactly.
Sorry for being loud.
I just think music's not the same anymore. And it's like
It's not. It really. Oh my! It's like I feel like I'm talking to my mom about music and getting like,
I
me
mean,
and my mom
the
have these
fact you said
conversations.
Vince Gill,
Oh yeah, that's my guy.
bro,
and then
that's
Cody
fucking
Johnson.
90s country, man. That's my shit.
Actually, we went to Nashville for my birthday
Yeah.
and went to the Opry
Oh,
and saw Vince Gill.
was he
He
there?
was awesome. He was
Oh,
headlining. And
wow.
it was my birthday, so they got us his pants. We went right there. The guy that wrote, he wrote like 5 or 6 Big Randy Travis songs, the
Yeah.
3 Wooden
Oh.
Crosses, all that,
Yeah.
and a bunch of other stuff for other artists. And he played us a little private show back there for like 20 or 30 people. And then we went out and saw Vince Gill and got to stand up on the stage in the wooden circle they got. I said that was awesome. That's what my introduction to Vince Gill, because I really never heard of him before.
Yeah.
And then he headlined that night, and I was like, that's
You
my
were
guy.
Vince
sold.
Gill is an incredibly underrated guitar
Oh, yeah.
player.
100%.
And that dude is nuts.
100% agree with that.
On the guitar. He's known for his voice, but he does have a very beautiful, albeit high pitched voice.
Yeah.
But yeah, his guitar playing is shit, like all the chicken picking.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he
God.
did.
With all his fingers, it's mind blowing.
Oh,
Yeah, I agree. My great grandmother had the biggest crush on him.
Yeah.
Whenever I remember being,
Naturally.
yeah, I remember being little. My great grandmother's like, "Ooh, Vince Gill," and she was all about it. So her husband would be like, "Ooh, Barry Chapin Carpenter," and I'm like, "Oh, here we go."
Hey, there we go.
And she would get so mad. Well, she's not that pretty, and I'm like, "Look at you getting all jealous over her. You started it." That is too funny.
Goodness.
Like I'm blown away with your guys' inspiration and like who you guys listen to, because me and my mom have conversations about like 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, artists and musicians. My mom is really what got me hooked into music since I was really little. And I would have these types of conversations with my mom about like, oh, like let's talk about, Eartha Kitt. Let's talk about, anybody really, like anybody from that era. And it's very, very rare that you meet someone of your guys' generation that says, oh, BB King is a shit, or
Yeah.
something. It's very, very rare to find that. And that is so awesome that you guys are kind of keeping that alive. It gives me hope for the
Yeah,
future.
I think that like the great thing about me and Bryce's kind of dynamic is
Mhm.
I got learned on acoustic guitar,
Mhm.
which I play an electric now, but I learned on acoustic. And like Jim Croce was
Mhm.
my, I love it. He's like everything that I tried to copy
Wow.
Jim Croce. And then like BB King, like he was saying, so I got the kind of a mix of the kind of not classical, but the softer like
Mhm.
acoustic guitar stuff that Jim Croce does. And then the ripping lead of beating the king down. I love it all comes together and kind of makes it.
I'm telling you, guys' style meshes like really well together because like you guys have a unique individual style, but it meshes so well with what you guys do. So I know I'm not part of the band, but I'm gonna throw in a cover request of old time rock and roll. Bob Seger. Thank you. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I think you guys would kill that on a cover. Just saying.
We can do that, yeah, for sure.
Oh my
We're
god.
open to
Jade.
anything.
Look.
9 out of 10 chance that we'll have it ready for you. Because I know the lyrics, we just gotta get it.
I just gotta know what the chords are, and that's it.
I just gotta know what the chords are. Whatever. Everybody's jealous of Bryce. It's like a Nickelodeon TV show.
That is awesome. So, yeah, I guess we're really excited to see you guys December
we're excited to play.
14th. Like, oh, I cannot wait. Are you guys playing inside or out? Do you know yet?
I don't know. I don't think they're told me.
Out.
You're
He pointed out.
We are
Yeah.
playing a show.
You are playing.
One of
We
the
will be
days.
here.
So
One of
Shane
the
was
shows of all
pointing
time.
out. So I will be front and center because I seriously am a huge fan of your sound and your talent, like not only together but individually. Like I am so excited to see. And if you cover that song, like oh my god, I will lose my mind. I will lose. I don't know what it is about the song. I've always loved it. So I will completely come unglued. But I really appreciate you guys coming to Legacy at the Riverfront, if you can't tell, to do Off the Record podcast with Rob and I.
Appreciate y'all having us.
Absolutely.
Great time.
Absolutely. We are missing Grover, but he will be back next week. But yeah, I appreciate it. So make sure you guys come out December 14th, Legacy at the Riverfront. You get to see CJ and the Deadmen with a bunch of other badass bands. And make sure you bring a toy. It's for the kids. So kids need toys. And let's make their Christmas awesome. So do it or I'll find you, I guess. I don't know how else to get you to show up. So I'll make empty threats. It makes sense, right? It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
They call us the Deadmen for a reason.
There you go. There you
Oh,
go. So make sure you guys show up December 14th here at the Legacy at the Riverfront. On December 13th is karaoke night here at Legacy at the Riverfront. And Off the Record's going to be doing a pre-show event where you guys can come out and be rock stars on the main stage. That one right there behind us. And you guys can sing karaoke and hang out with us at Off the Record. Grover will be here from Texas.
I'm thinking about doing a song.
You have to. You have yet to do one.
I haven't. I think
Whitney
I might.
Houston.
Maybe.
I think you should.
Yeah. I'm going to be a maybe.
I think you should.
Yeah, very strong. We'll see.
Let's see how much beer I can get into you in the
Yeah.
There you go.
See? Look, the magic bar.
Mm,
We've talked about the
Yes.
magic bar.
yes.
So the magic bar will automatically make a beer appear in front of you after you are done drinking your one beer. So
How does that happen?
We've proven this.
Magic
in the
bar?
past.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
yeah,
Huh.
It happens.
it
Margot's?
does. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean,
After you pay for it, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tip the
It,
bartenders.
yeah, tip the bartender. Speaking of the bartenders, we actually did get to interview them, and
Yeah, that was fun.
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
There
we're
was like
going to
16
be.
of them.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
But it was a really good. It was a really good interview. So we're going to be putting that out this week because I am creating a little something special for all the ladies that do all the hard work behind the bar for everybody. So again, December 14th, make sure you show up to see CJ and the Deadmen. They will be here. A bunch of other amazing bands, and then December 13th, come out to karaoke, hang out with Off the Record for the pre-show event of the Toys for Tot show. And make sure you pay attention to Off the Record Facebook page because we are giving away 2 free tickets to get to come in and see all these amazing bands and Toys for Tots and show up for December 14th. So stay tuned. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
And real quick, before we go, where can everybody find you guys?
Oh yeah.
Facebook, Instagram.
Let's say so on
Spotify.
Instagram, it'll be CJ and the Deadmen, and then on Facebook, you can look me up. So I post a bunch of our stuff at just CJ Beats or the band account at the Deadmen Official.
Band account has all of our different Instagrams for
Yeah.
DMs.
So that's got the
questions
links
and all
for
that
everything.
stuff.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So make sure you check them out. Trust me, you guys are
Oh.
not going to be
We
disappointed.
also have a song out called Hungover.
Yeah, I
Anywhere
was
they
gonna say,
sell
don't
good
forget that
music,
one.
Yeah.
anywhere they sell good music. you gotta go
Spotify,
find
man.
it. And we'll have some more stuff. We're just in the studio this weekend, so be on the lookout for that too.